Hello, I am the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube. This is a Get Ready With Me, where I put on drag makeup to film some videos today. And Cappuccino can't make it. Well, thank you for checking in and saying hello. Lynette is here, or no, Lori is here, and Lynette is here. So happy Sunday, Lynette. So, one of my lights died, so I hope things don't look too bad because I put one like right in front of me. So hopefully that will work. And I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do today. I guess we're going to start with black like I've been doing. And let's see. So hope everyone is doing well today. Saturday for me, Sunday for Lynette, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm just going to put a little bit of black on the sides. So today I'm filming my last animated review, or a review of the animated Critical Role series. And of course the normal campaign. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to do. I still haven't prepared a video for Jade War. I started to write something and then things just got away from me. And what else? Oh, I think I'm going to do, because I found a website with all the data of like New York Times bestsellers. And I know there's a way to like make it to see what's the top bestseller year by year, or a racetrack type feature. And I think I may do that as well. Although I really don't need to film myself doing it. Should I just go red? Yeah, last week's Critical Role was crazy. So happy that you're watching it. Let's see, I think I've done blues and purples, so I'm going to go ahead and do red. And kind of just want to do purple. Now let's do red. And I am still reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Which is okay. It's, I will say the writing is top notch on a prose level. Really nice imagery, really clean writing. It's just the story has a lot of those romance tropes, which I didn't really realize I was getting into. Because of course I based it just based on the cover. but the writing itself is really good. Okay, so that's, we should take the red out a little bit more. I mean, I can't not recommend it because the writing's so strong. Just wasn't the story I was expecting. Okay, I'm going to go orange. I guess we're just going to do the sunset thing. I can't tell how it's looking on screen. Okay. People have been trashing the Lord of the Rings teaser, but I thought it was interesting. You know, I haven't seen it yet. Well, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a reaction to the teaser. I really hope. It's hard for me to get excited about a prequel to The Lord of the Rings because the original was so iconic for me. Um, and I guess I can't believe they're going to do the Silmarillion. I can't believe they're going to go back that far. So we're getting like far removed from the original Tolkien work. Okay, if we're doing sunset, I guess we're just going to go for yellow. Can you even see this? I mean, I can really see it in the mirror. I just don't know if you can. Before again, so they are going way back to Silmarillion. They leave out a lot of what is in the Silmarillion because they don't have copy. Oh. From Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. Oh, thank you, Lori. I don't know what I think about that. I mean, obviously they're going to just make up a new story. That's why I'm not as excited about it as I would be. So I'm thinking of pink just to do the inner. Yeah, let's just do pink. I keep forgetting this pink kind of sucks. I'm going to do this neon pink palette. I mean, I'm definitely going to watch the new Amazon Lord of the Rings series. I just don't know. Just haven't come to a conclusion of what I think about them making up new Lord of the Rings stories that aren't really canon. But how are they going to? How do they not have the rights to the Silmarillion, but yet can do Lord of the Rings movies? That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, how's that look with the pink? Can you see it? Okay, let me go to the softer pink to go over. Forging of the Rings. Who was the guy that Sauron served? Melkor or something like that? I'm trying to remember. I'm not at all that excited about the game. Oh, Games of Thrones. Oh, right. I remember talking about that. The Targaryens. I just wish George R. R. Martin would finish the series. I guess we shouldn't hold our breath on that one. Okay, so this is the eyes. Go back to the black. small brush. Kind of overdid it on the black as usual. Okay. Oh boy. Yay, Kayla's here. More goth. Okay. Where did I get Melkor from? Oh yeah. Oh, Lynette, I hope you listened to that one. You have to search for it because every time it goes on YouTube, it gets taken down. But the one that with all this sound effects written by Lord of the Rings fan. Really fun to listen to. Okay, so can I cut? Oh gosh, sorry, I'm just not very talkative today. Getting ready for a new move and doing a renovation before we move in is just exhausting. But I can't wait to have a bigger studio space. Okay, so the white is down. Speaking of renovation, someone just okay. Look at that later. Emporium of Imagination. Wasn't there a movie called something Emporium? Mr. Magisterium's Emporium? Oh, too bad. 3.5. 3.5 isn't that bad. Ooh, it's been 25 years. It's probably been that long for me too, honestly. I mean, as much as I talk about it, and I have reread it several times, it's definitely been a while since I've read it. But I have listened to the audiobook within the past 10 years. Or I should say the audio presentation. Okay. So, do I want glitter today? Or one of those foils? Let me see something. Every time I try this gold, I mean, it looks pretty on your finger. It doesn't seem to want to transfer. Okay, I don't think this is working. Let's just go. Actually, let's just put on some orange. And then we'll put on some yellow. Oh, there's advice here. I see some. Try putting the color on the brush, spraying the brush with some sort of finishing mist and applying it. Well, it's clown white, so I think it's water-based. But yeah, I should try that. Well, it's too late now. I just put orange over it. I'm just going to put yellow in the center and then put some glitter over it. But thank you, Lori. I'll try that maybe next week. Let me switch to this yellow. It's so weird. Some palettes, some colors are good, and some aren't so good. Different palettes. And of course, yellow is one of the most trickiest colors. Oh. Fierce Bad Rabbits, nonfiction about, oh, interesting. I did, I zapped the book. I did not give my blessing. I didn't care for Under the Whispering Door, but I know a lot of people did, so. Oh, Pat the Shadow on. Well, I think I'm just going to switch to some glitter. Of course. I have this white glitter and this orangey gold glitter that I think I'm going to try. Oh boy. Fellowship of the Rings will be my evening read. Oh, Assassin's Fate. Yay! I have no idea. And gosh, you can't even see this white glitter. I know if I'm having a hard time seeing it in the mirror that you guys aren't seeing it at all. Oh, Ben's here. Yay, Ben the Overlord. I'm on a little bit of a struggle bus. Of course, what else is new? Okay, I think that's going to be the glitter for today. So what are you reading, Ben? Okay, I think I'm going to go with a little bit. White eyeliner. Empire of Gold, which I'm loving. Is that the one with the City of Copper? That is a very good, the David Bad series. Yeah, the finale of the David Bad, great read. If I hadn't just read Jade Legacy, it might have been my favorite finale of all time. I actually think it had a better, well, the finale of the Jade Empire, the Jade Legacy, was that entire last book was not a traditional storytelling, in my opinion. And it was good and satisfying and different and thought-provoking. But yeah, it probably had a more well, I don't know. For me, I guess it had a more satisfying ending, the Jade Legacy. But I think the ending of the David Bad series was more exciting. Because the ending of the Jade Legacy had long denouement, which I'm not mad about, but it's. Of course, one of my favorite denouements was in Lord of the Rings with the Scouring of the Shire. For some reason, I really thought, well, I know why. It's because Peter Jackson, when in the Galadriel's mirror, he showed the Scouring of the Shire, just one little scene. So when I saw that at the theater for Fellowship of the Rings, I was convinced that they were going to do Scouring of the Shire in Lord of the Rings, but they didn't. Of course, they couldn't have because they killed off Saruman way too early. But I really liked how it showed development of the hobbits. After their adventures and how much they changed as a reflection from how they started at the beginning of the book. Okay, I'm really trying to do a small wing. Probably can't even see it. Okay. IDNF personal effects. Too sad for me to read. Oh, yeah. Scouring was your favorite? Yeah, I was thinking, man, they could have just done a standalone movie of the Scouring of the Shire. But instead, of course, they did a 3-act of The Hobbit. Which I didn't hate, but it really did need to be three movies. And it completely, in my opinion, missed the tone of the book. Because they wanted to keep the tone of The Lord of the Rings. But The Lord of the Rings started with sort of the same tone as the Hobbit movie, or Hobbit book did. Because Tolkien originally thought he was going to make it another children's book. And then, as books do, it just got away from him. Oh, I don't know if you saw my last video, which was a book haul video. That was filmed back in October. I've just been sitting on it for that long. But I did another book haul video, or filmed one. And I have this awful suspicion that I may have opened up one of the boxes twice. But I don't think anyone follows me that closely that they're going to notice, because I didn't notice. And I haven't gone back and looked at every single unboxing video that I've done. So it could be a totally new book. But after I filmed it, I was like, oh, this thing seems familiar. But another reason why they seem familiar is because I find a lot of sequels. Like if I have a series of books, I may find parts in one box and parts in another box. Which hopefully that's what happened. Okay. I was leaning way over. Hopefully. This looks okay. Okay. So let me just put a little bit more white underneath. Okay. So I think this is looking pretty good. So lips. You remember last week I really screwed the pooch on the lips. Well, I want to say, oh, when they're on bookshelves, my series are all together, but that's a lie. Yeah, they weren't. I mean, as Hobbit adaptations go, my favorite is still the Bakshi Rankin animated series, which is so charming and catches the tone of The Hobbit. Of course, they tried to do the Return of the King, which it didn't fit the tone of Lord of the Rings at all. Um, I think you can watch the animated Hobbit movie on YouTube, but I think it costs like $5 or something. That's probably worth it. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to line my lips in eyeshadow. I guess brown. Because I've seen other drag queens do it, and I recently saw Juno Birch do it. So I'm going to use, I guess, this pink. and just try it. Let's see what happens. It's really light. I'm used to like grease paint. What I really like about the powder is it seems to work good if you have a stubble or beard. Rather than skipping, it's filling in all the texture. But I should have gone in with a darker shadow. Sorry, I'm thinking of the animated Lord of the Rings, only the first. Yeah. In fact, the first half was made, that was, who was the animator? He did Wizards. Oh, maybe that's Bakshi. And the other one was more of a cartoony version, Rankin Bass. Am I getting that right? But anyway, everyone was, well, fans of the books were really excited about this animated version from the creator of Wizards, but it was a bomb at the theater. Of course, I was very young at the time and just assumed, well, of course, they're going to make the second half of the movie. They cut it into 2 parts. But of course, they never did. So then the animators of the original Hobbit movie decided to finish the sequence by doing Return of the King. So it makes no sense. You can't watch them together. They're completely different animation styles. But it's funny how that came about. Okay, so I'm going to, I guess, use pink lipstick to fill this in. Yeah, I should have used a darker liner. Could use a mirror closer to me. Yeah, but I love that at the time, I loved that awful version of the Fellowship of the Ring. In fact, I ordered from, there was a, I guess, a comic book version that took stills from the movies and made like a little comic book. And it was only available in England. And at the time, the pound was like doing very well against the dollar. So I spent a lot of money, well, for me at the time, a lot of money ordering that silly book. I don't think they do it anymore because they did it with Star Wars too. It wasn't quite a comic book because they were pocket-sized books, but they were just stills from the movie with dialogue boxes around them. I wish I used a darker, well, I can go back, once this dries, I'll go back and use a darker liner. Okay. Oh, you like the eye. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, my camera's up a little high because I have one of my lights died, so I like have just one little light in front of me, so I raised the camera up. And I'm wondering if you're just getting a better a better angle. Thank you. It has been decades since I watched the anime Lord of the Rings. I was married to my ex at the time. Has been 38 years since he left. Wow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the animated version came out, I want to say late 70s, maybe? Or was it early 80s? Or in that time period. But I don't know if you've seen the movie Wizards. It got it got a lot of good reviews, and but what's that animation style? Kinestoscope, where they use some real film and manipulate it to get this sort of weird effect, which worked very well in Wizards, but they also tried to do it in Lord of the Rings, and it did not. It did not work out well. Okay, when I put on some eyelashes, well, my lips hopefully dry, then maybe I'll outline the lips a little darker. Lashes. I'm not forgetting this time, promise. Oh, the episode or the unboxing I did last weekend, which who knows when I'm ever going to release it. But I forgot to put on earrings. So of course the thought came into my mind, oh, should I redo this video? And then it's like, well, you don't get my initial reactions to the books because since I already know what they're in, so it's like, well, I'm not going to refilm this. Just it wouldn't make sense. But hated not having lashes on. I mean, not lashes, earrings. Didn't Wilma Fingerdew say that she forgot her lashes and refilmed her entire videos? Okay, let me just put on some. Now, if I line, Laura, I'm asking you, if I line these lips a little darker, should it be like purple or just red? I don't want to do brown. Or maybe it doesn't need it. I feel like they're disappearing. Actually, it's not. My lips aren't drying down. Did I put on gloss again? I can't tell. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yeah, I'm still keeping them. Well, my idea is, since I'm going to have a larger space where I can, instead of these types of, just go to IKEA and get those cheap bookshelves and fill like an entire wall with bookshelves, and wait and see how many books I have will fill it up. Okay, I don't trust how fast these dry. Okay. But of course, once the lash is on, unless I like look down, it covers up all the glitter lids. That's why I think I should do the lids. I should cut the creases just a little bit higher. And I say that all the time and always forget to do it. Okay, I'm just going to go in with some, I guess, red shadow and just try to deepen the outline of these lips just a little bit. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more definition. Me. Okay. Can you even tell a difference? I can tell a difference. Oh, you don't have IKEA? Oh, I thought they were like worldwide. Okay, as usual, I was running late, so I didn't pick out a wig. So, I don't think I wore this. Have I worn this double stack for a Get Ready With Me in a while? Well, let's just do it. Double stack means, of course, there's another, this is two wigs stacked on top of each other, and then you can hear like the paper bags or the plastic bags that are stuffing it to give it shape. Okay. Some earrings. What time is it? It feels like this, yeah, this went by a little faster than usual. Well, I didn't have any like major freak out incidents. Let's put on some gloves. And I've seen drag queens use eyeshadow like on the entire lip as lipstick. Which, you know, looks good if it's one of those sparkling eyeshadows. It looks so, otherwise, I think it would look a little dry. Oh, I don't need a ring. Okay, so, uh, can I zoom out? Okay. So what do you guys think? We have a work costume ball in April, and I've spent the last days off trying to make a double stack wig. Well, as you know, I get my wigs from Friston. What he uses is he stuffs one of the wigs, I guess, with plastic bags. But then he ties the top wig to the bottom wig with zip ties, so they hold really tight and don't move around much. Your son is good at putting a flat pack together because he has concrete thinking. Is flat pack just what you call like those pre-made furniture shelves? Okay. Okay, guys, I think this is it. We did so well today. We went through this very quickly for me. And I kind of like the look. This is sort of a sunset look with some gold sparkles and pink lipstick with an eyeshadow liner. Okay, so I think I'm going to head out, film a couple videos. Oh, keep a lookout. If I can get this to work, I think it'd be really cool to see the best sellers in sort of a race. I don't know what you call those races through like, I don't know. I think I found a way to download New York Times bestsellers for like a 10-year period, but it ends in 2019, so it's not really up to date. But I'm going to try it out, see how it looks. And everyone have a fantastic week. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed.